Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Here we are.
Right.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
We just realised that the setup that we've done, we can't actually see you. So you just have to use big expressive voices so that we know who's talking.
Sounds good. Well, this is our LHL and KTF chat. Over on this side, we've got Michelle, we've got Michael, Heather, Ashley, and myself, Eliza, and Bob. Who have you got over there?
So I'm Jen from KTF, and I've got with me Cornelius and Worry, who are two of our elementary teachers at Gurari Elementary School.
Lovely. And the lovely Anita, of course.
Yes, who we can't see. Sorry.
Yes, no.
I know. I just realised that I was waving.
I know, we were waving.
And you can't see that.
So we're here in Cocoa Village. We're at the Kokoda College. What we're going to do is we'll take our masks off when one of us is speaking, and then we'll pop our masks back on. PNG has just unfortunately announced its largest number of COVID-19 cases since the beginning of the pandemic. So things are unfortunately going not so good on that frontier, and we're of course taking it very seriously, but so that we can have proper comms and so you can hear what we're saying, we'll do that as we go. So masks off as we talk, and then masks back on in between. But we're here at the Kokoda College campus. Maybe at the end we could even show you around a little bit. And both Connie and Worry, they're not only our superstar teachers at Gurari, which is about an hour's very bumpy drive up the road, they're also two of our FODE students who are studying here at the campus.
Amazing. Oh, it's so cool. It's really great to kind of see you guys finally. Welcome. I wanted to say that it's such an honor to be working with KTF. Everyone here at LHL is just so thrilled. I was wondering, Jen, if you wanted to talk a little bit about our partnership.
Yes, absolutely. Well, where do you want me to take this one, and then you can also jump in? We're just so thrilled to be partnering with Little Hearts Learning. It's been a tough year for KTF. It's been a tough year for everybody. COVID-19 has swept our globe, causing a whole lot of havoc in its wake. And to have this extraordinary new, not just financial partnership, but really real in-kind, supportive, engaged approach to philanthropy. It's really rare in this sector, and it's something that we do not take for granted, and we recognise just how privileged we are. So we are absolutely thrilled that you guys are supporting a couple of infrastructure projects. So a new double classroom at Connie and Worry's school, which is currently under construction up in Lay, and we will begin putting that together at the school campus in the next couple of months. But we love that you guys understand that development's not just about building a building. It's not just about putting a classroom up and then walking away. It's about investing in those critical people who keep the cogs turning and make a high quality teaching and learning possible. And that's where Connie and Worry come in. And that's why we do what we do here at the Kokoda College campus, so that we've got a pipeline of more and more students upgrading so that they can then go into professions in teaching and health work. And to have you guys walking alongside on this journey with us, it's rare, it's very special, and we're very, very grateful.
Oh, beautifully said, Jen. Thank you so much. I
feel like it is an honor that we get to work with you guys as well. And we can really have an impact, like a greater impact, by working with you guys on this project. It's quite amazing, the things that you've allowed us to do at LHL.
And Connie, we've actually got one of your sponsors here, Ashley Anderson. She's a school teacher as well, and I know that she had a few questions for you. So Ashley, if you want to introduce yourself.
Yes. Hi, Connie. It's nice to meet you, even though you can't see me.
Yes,
I'm so Happy to meet you, and I'm so proud to sponsor you. So I guess one of the questions would be, any teacher has to ask this question first. What is it that you enjoy most about teaching?
I enjoy being with students in the class, playing around with them and giving them like a spelling riddles and having a little test, testing them how to read word and using phonics and phonic sounds.
Yeah.
Yes. And how many students do you guys have?
Last year, 2020, we have 209 students. This year, we have about 214 students enrolled from preppies up to elementary 1 and elementary 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
That's a lot.
That's about how many we have in my whole school. So, and I guess another question would be for either one of you to answer, what's your greatest challenge in the classroom right now?
Our greatest challenge is we have a lot of students enrolled this year, about 75 students enrolled in preppies and 64 students enrolled for E1, elementary 1. And we have not enough space to cater for all these students in one classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be very challenging.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it's, is that the classrooms that we're going to be building in Garari as well will help out with that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Great.
I was thinking, like, there's apparently like 850 dialects of Tok Pisin. So how many do you guys, Cornelius and Wari, know of that, and what one do you primarily teach in?
We use only 3 languages.
Yeah.
3
Okay, that makes
languages
it
we
easy.
use.
Yeah.
Only 3.
Yeah, we use English language, our home language, which is our mother tongue, and Tok Pisin.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's the mother tongue called? What's the name of the mother tongue?
Kainambo.
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 Kainambo. All right.
Yep.
Gosh, there must be some smart kids if they know 3 languages. I only know 1.
So my question starts with Jen and then can be answered by both Wari and Connie. Education reform has had a big impact in rural PNG. Can you take us through the challenges and what's also been achieved through that?
Yeah, thanks for the question. So we wake up in 2021 and find ourselves really at a crossroads in terms of educational reform here in Papua New Guinea. The National Department of Education have now made it mandatory that all teachers, both primary and elementary teachers, have grade 12 schooling qualifications and a minimum of a GPA of 2.4 that they received from their final year at high school. And unfortunately, they are applying these requirements not just moving forward, but also retrospectively. So that means the entire body of elementary teachers, of which there's about 27,000 in Papua New Guinea. They uphold the schooling system. They are in the most remote and rural parts of this country. And because the old system only required elementary teachers to be grade 10, it means that the large majority of them are indeed only grade 10. So we need to get all our existing teachers upgraded through what's called the FODE program, Flexible Open Distance Education, which is what we run here at the Kokoda College. But we also have to balance that with the challenge that there are simply not enough teachers in PNG. Latest estimates are that we're about 15,000 teachers short in order to provide universal primary education. So we not only have to focus on the current pool of teachers and getting them upskilled, but we also need to look at putting a whole lot of new people onto career pathways into teaching, which again is where this Kokoda College comes into it, because we only take people into the Kokoda College who want to eventually train as a teacher or a community health worker, or who are already teachers and are on this upgrading process. So lots of challenges, but we are certainly ready to tackle them all head on.
Wow.
Wow.
So once the children complete their early childhood education, the primary school, what's the next step for them?
The children move to the secondary high schools. When they complete their elementary stage and up to primary stage, they move to secondary high schools to do their year 10, 11, and 12.
Nice.
And what have you found to be the biggest benefits of education for the children of PNG?
The biggest benefits of children in Papua New Guinea is they go for further studies and they go to colleges.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
How does the shortage of teachers affect your workload as two teachers, obviously with over 200 children in your school and in your classrooms? How does that affect your workload?
The shortage of teachers affects our teaching and learning also.
Yeah.
And also, as we also are student in the Ford College, Coco College, we do rotate teaching. But however, we don't have enough support to cater for the students that the back at the school. That's why we need like helping hands to come in and then help us to sort those students up while we move on to the other programs like coming up for the Ford studies. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know that many children aren't able to go to secondary school because there isn't one in their village. So where do children from your village, Garari, have to go to continue their schooling? Could you tell us a bit about that?
They go to continue their studies at Kokura High School. We have one Kokura High School, which is built recently. And we also have Mata Secondary School with Popandeta Secondary School. So when our students from Gorari Primary School, when they finish the year 8, they move on to do their studies to those high schools.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Cool.
And is that close to Garari? Like
Yeah.
how far do the kids have to travel?
It's big distance to travel.
Yeah.
To travel to Kokuda, we travel up bumpy roads and all this all the way to Kokuda. To travel to Popondeta, it costs a lot of bus fees and all this.
Yeah, right.
Even the money,
Yeah.
to do bus fees to go to Popondeta.
And so, like, how long have you taught at Garari? And, you know, have you seen the kids really develop in like such, you know, in a really cool way as they've gone through schooling? Like, what's your favorite thing about seeing the education impact on the children?
Since when I started teaching in 2012, when I was engaged by KTF as a volunteer teacher at Gorari, I've learned a lot, and I've seen a lot of students have been influenced by education. Their lives have been influenced by education to be somebody. Most of the students who were in my class, I've taught them in 2012 up till 2021. Some of them are now in high schools.
Yeah.
Some of them, yeah. And I'm really proud of what I'm doing. And students, when they see me around, walking around, they really appreciate and acknowledge what I do to them.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Great.
What an honor to have you as one of our teachers in our schools, for sure. This question, Jen, maybe I could point this one towards you, but I was kind of wondering if you could talk about how our partnership and how our donations and our sponsors will affect KTF and the schools in PNG, and how it would have an effect on long-term and short-term goals.
Yeah, thanks, Michelle. Like I sort of alluded to before, the fact that our partnership is really looking at the education needs of this region in a very holistic manner is what is absolutely critical about this. There's no point just building a building and then leaving. You have to invest in teachers, you have to invest in resources, and you have to also look beyond the school, because schools don't operate in a silo in their communities either, do they? One of the things that we've really found here at the Kokoda College, we have tablet-based learning here. So all the curriculum and all the textbooks sit on tablets, and when students are here at the college, they're able to charge their tablets, but when they go back home to Gurari, for instance, there's no power there. So during the self-directed learning phases of the FODE program, which are every term, it's then difficult for students to be able to charge their tablets. And it's the same with health. If you don't have a community that supports or has the provision of primary health services nearby, or the provision of clean water and sanitation, it really then does impact how the whole ecosystem works. So we love that you've recognised this. We love that your partnership understands the multifaceted nature of development. We are kicking off by doing the double classroom at Gurari Elementary. And in fact, when we finish our Zoom today, we are bags in the truck and zooming up the road, the bumpy road. And we're stopping at Gurari with Connie and Worry, where we're going to be doing the breaking of the soil, the churning of the first sod at the location that the classroom will be built. But also your various sponsorship packages allow us to put Connie and Worry through the FODE program and other students through the FODE program. It allows us to put the solar systems onto houses, which provide light for learning, preparation of your classes after dark, for kids to do their homework after dark, for you to charge your tablets finally at home, which will be just amazing. And I know we're looking at a few other things as well to look at bringing health and water into the mix. So it's, to answer your question, Michelle, it's life-changing. It is high impact stuff, and it really is going to make a big difference for the community of Gurari, followed then by the second classroom that we're going to be doing here in Coco.
That's awesome.
Come say hi. Come say hi.
We've just got Connie and Wari's daughter here, Miriam.
Miriam is 7.
Hello. Hi.
It's the same age as my Piccaninny, aren't you? So we always share photos between Emmy and Miriam.
That's awesome.
Does she go to the school as well?
Yeah, she does.
Now, what grade are you in?
What class? Prep? Say, I'm a preppy.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Oh, God.
Ashley, do you have anything you want to ask her?
Well, I guess, so do you have your parents as teachers then?
And take your mask down. Put it down. Is your mummy or daddy your teacher? Which one?
Mom.
Your mom is.
Is she good? Is she good?
Yeah. Say yes.
Good teacher, good student, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I have a question. What's like an average day? You go to school. What time does school start? What time does it end? Do you have a lunch break at the school? What does an average day look like?
We start school at 8 o'clock and have a recess break at 10 o'clock. And we also have lunch break at 12 o'clock and end the school at 2:30.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Corny and Wari what it's like going back to school again to get, do the last 2 years of education. Are they enjoying the the FOD program, or?
Yes, we are really enjoying the FOD program, but at the same time we have a lot of loads on us, like teaching in the class, we looking after our baby and then trying to do our assignments and all this. We are overloaded, but we manage ourselves to at least make an attempt to complete our assignments and do the task that is in the FOD college.
It's a lot of work.
Gosh, you're busy.
It's amazing that you guys can still manage to teach and go and study at the same time, and speak with all those students. So thanks for doing that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Amazing.
Superhuman, these two. Superhuman teachers.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the students are very lucky to have teachers who care about them and are so devoted, because that's probably what makes the biggest difference in terms of education is teachers. So they're very lucky to have you. And I know that a lot of people like myself are very happy to take part in the teacher sponsorship.
Yeah.
Can I ask, how many classes, what are the subjects that are taught in the school to the children at the ECE? What subjects are they focusing on?
We teach 3 subjects, which is cultural mathematics, culture and community, and English language.
Right.
Okay, we had another syllabus that was made, which is home language. So when we teach English, we interpret that into our home language, which is our mother tongue, and make the students really understand and know from what they know.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
So Jen, do you want to talk about how COVID's kind of affected everything and what that looks like moving forward in the coming months, and with our anticipation, our visit possibly and whatnot?
Yeah, sure. Look, it's still pretty unknown territory, I'm afraid. Confirmed numbers here in PNG are not super high. We've just gone to just over 1,100 confirmed positive cases, but that's on the back of just over 50,000 tests. So in terms of having an accurate understanding of how far the virus has spread, we don't have that in PNG. So what's absolutely critical is adherence to all of the COVID-19 new normal principles. Our teachers play a critical role in delivering that awareness, not just to their students, but also to their whole communities. Teachers are really well respected in their communities, so they can be that point of information, especially for these very rural areas. So I've just come out of a community consultation myself where we were reiterating all the COVID-19 requirements that still need to stay in place: the social distancing, the hygiene, the hand washing, the isolation if you're sick, etc. We just need to progress towards a vaccine. And I know you guys in the States, some of you have already had your vaccines, which is fantastic. We've just kicked off in Australia this week. Australia and a bunch of other partners have committed to funding the vaccine rollout here in PNG. So we now just wait and see what happens. But at the moment, it's quarantine on your way out, way in, quarantine on your way out, all the required approvals. And it really has hit this area in particular. We're in Koko, which is just next to Kokoda, which is either the start or the finish of the infamous Kokoda track. And this region's used to having 3,500 international trekkers come across the track every year. That brings a lot of income to the region and supports livelihoods. And these livelihoods have just been completely decimated. And we don't anticipate that the trekking industry is going to resume, certainly not in its normal form, until 2022. So tough times still.
Oh, let me look at my sheet here. Sorry, Michelle. I was just thinking about that because it's such a devastating blow to the community, and it just, you got me in the feels. So did you guys have any questions for us?
I don't have a question, but just to express our word of appreciation, acknowledgement to you all there. Thanks for your support, and thanks for the double classroom that you have been sponsoring for us. And I hope my community are all happy. And on behalf of my community, the parents of my students in my school, I would like to say thank you and acknowledge you all for that a lovely blessing for us. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Connie.
Yeah, thank you for everything you're doing over there, and everyone at KTF as well. It's just amazing. It's an amazing group to be working with, and with you guys.
So I think that we want to kind of have a little bit of fun and have you teach us how to say something.
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can we all give it a stab?
Yeah.
I don't know what we want to learn though.
What do we want to learn?
I've got something in top piecing.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what I got. I said, Mipla talk, thank you, true, lo help him, lo yubla. That's what we've got in top piecing.
What does it mean?
It means we say thank to all of you for helping us.
Thank you.
All right.
We say that.
Yeah.
Who's going to take a stab at that one first?
Is it thank you true? Is that right? No.
Yes. Yes.
I said thank you. Okay.
Thank you true.
Thank you true.
Thank you, true.
Thank you, true. Okay.
Thank you true. Is that how you say it?
It goes Mipla talk, thank you true.
Mipla talk, thank you true.
Midla talk.
I got midlife block.
We'll get there. We will.
We'll study.
It looks like we need to go back to school too.
Yeah.
Yes. Mipla talk, thank you true.
Midlife talk.
Thank you.
True.
Midla talk Tidla true.
Getting colder, Michelle.
Getting worse.
I think we're butchering it.
Really, really bad.
Oh, we will work on that and we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
You want a quick tour?
Oh, we'd love that.
Yeah.
We'd love it.
All right, let's go. Let's take them.
Okay.
It looks so nice.
It
there.
looks so
just
green.
even hearing the birds and stuff.
I know.
Sounds just nice.
I haven't seen the green grass forever here, so it's beautiful there.
This is our admin building here. And then we'll come out into the field.
Lovely.
We've got our aid posts over here. Got one double classroom here. Boys dormitory is that one. The mess hall and kitchen in the middle. Girls dormitory. Our fabulous Sago toilets, which are next level amazing. And another double classroom and all the staff housings around the back. But it's lush and it's green. It's been carved out of the middle of a jungle. It's absolutely beautiful at the foot of the Owen Stanley Ranges.
Oh, it looks incredible.
Wow.
I'm just daydreaming about being there.
I know.
Oh.
Hey Jen, when they come back to the school and the teachers are actually in the classroom, how many hours a day do they actually study? How many hours are they in the classroom?
So the way the FODE program works is they rotate through each term. So we've got 3 cohorts So Connie and Worry are in cohort three. They're in cohort 3. So they come in about 4 weeks' time, or 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, and they spend 2 weeks on the campus doing solid face-to-face learning. And then when they go home, it's then the self-directed learning, and they do that every term up until exam times. So it's a heavy workload, but it is manageable with people who've got full-time jobs as well.
So do their kids, when in the classroom, do they get a spring break or a summer break or whatever it may be when their teachers are learning?
What do your kids do when you guys are out here? You close the class or you have aides coming?
We have other teachers. We have other teachers who we engage them to help us, assist us to keep the students in classes.
Okay.
Hey, Jen, just throwing in for good measure, I know this is probably not one of the questions, but you mentioned coming down and being at the base of the Owen Stanley Ranges there. How many times have you done the Kokoda crossing?
22, and I'm retired.
So I know that that's something that I know that everyone is desperately working towards that, and the training, you know, and everything happening, you know, and COVID willing, you know, that is going to happen as soon as we can make it happen for everybody. But from that side of things, so we'll just, you know, we'll just keep going on that. And, you know, all I can say is I've only done it once. Yeah, they're out there somewhere. I've only crossed once, so I'm a bit of a novice on this side of things. But all I can say is people train. Just train and train and train and train and train. And hopefully you'll get to go sooner rather than later, but just train.
Yeah. We're on it. Well, we can't wait to be there in person, and thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us and to show us around Kokoda College. And we're really honored and thrilled to be a part of this, and just to see you guys on the ground there. You know, that we're excited to actually get over there ourselves as well. So
can't wait to have this.
All right, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Big wave.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Good luck. Travel safely, everybody.